sticker paper to test for you guys. So pretty. A very blue dominant design. Kiss cut force of 8. Pleasantly surprised, and I have to record this because this is the first time Earl is on my shoulder like this. And she's just chilling. She's been here for like 5, nearly 10 minutes maybe. And playing with my ear a little bit once in a while, but I think she's pretty relaxed here. And so far she hasn't pooped, so I will probably take her off once she poops, but look at her, she's so chill. Wow, you're so cute. Hey guys, I'm so excited to be making this video for you guys. This week we're doing another sticker paper comparison, this time between these 3 brands, Joyeza, and then HTVront, which is currently what I am using for my sticker sheets and my regular die cut stickers, as well as this brand new hefty one that I was kindly given by Koala brand. I think I got this maybe a week to like 2 weeks ago actually, and I refrained from opening this package because I wanted to do like the full unboxing experience with you guys so you can see at first look what it looks like before I go ahead and like open it and use it. But yeah, we are going to be comparing these 3 sticker paper brands and see what the differences are between them, which one is like thicker, which is the thinnest, which one is the brightest, maybe the best color reproduction in comparison to the digital artwork. Definitely keep in mind that these are like my opinions only, and even though I did get this free product from Koala brand, it does not affect how I see the sticker papers. And some of you might have a certain preference, like you might prefer thicker sticker paper over thinner sticker paper. I don't really have that preference. What matters to me the most is color reproduction and how bold and vivid the colors are. So I'm going to be doing something similar as to what I did before with QIH, Joyeza, and HTVront and online labels, but this time it's going to be with Koala brand. Okay, bye Earl. I'm honestly very excited to make this video for you guys because I have been wanting to try Koala brand sticker paper. I was ecstatic when they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to do a collaboration with them and give me some free sticker papers. There's a lot of artists that I know that use Koala brand and they kind of like swear by it and that's their go-to sticker paper. Honestly, I just never had a chance to try the Koala brand sticker paper yet because I have my HTVront and my Joyeza sticker paper. I think I'm like about halfway done with this. This came in 100 sheets, and then this Joyeza one isn't a lot, but there are 25 sheets here. Before that, I used to always use online labels, matte weatherproof paper, but it was just so expensive for 100 sheets. It came out to like 78 bucks, and that was like last year or 2023, so the price has probably gone up since then. But I found the HTVront to be a really good alternative if you like the feel of the online labels matte weatherproof paper. And there is a video that I made comparing all those 4 sheets along with the QIH sticker paper if you want to see that. So yeah, I get to have this Koala brand sticker paper to test for you guys, and it's actually perfect timing because last week I had my first market at Sunny Day Art Market in Brooklyn and I ran out of so many stickers, so there's a lot of things that I have to restock: sticker sheets and die cut stickers. So I'm very excited to show you what each of them looks like, laminated and unlaminated, as well as how easy it is to adjust the settings for like kiss cut for sticker sheets. There's some brands like the QIH paper, I had an insanely difficult time creating sticker sheets with them because I just could not get the settings right. Too light and it would not cut all the way through so you could peel them right. And then if you adjust it so that the force was a little greater, you cut all the way through like the back part of the paper, which just made no sense to me. But anyway, I'm very excited to try this out and let's get started. We're gonna do the unboxing first of the koala paper stickers, and then we will get into making the actual stickers and sticker sheets. Okay, so I've already unboxed or opened the HTVront matte vinyl sticker paper, as well as the Joyeza one from the previous video when I made the sticker paper comparison. So we are just going to be unboxing the Koala brand sticker paper right now. Just gotta hide the shipping address here. But oh my gosh, what is this? Okay, well anyway, I just found out I got like quite a few things here. I was not expecting that. So when Koala brand reached out to me and asked what items I would like to try, I gave them some options, but I honestly wasn't sure. I was thinking like, you know, maybe they might not give everything or they might not have everything in stock. So I gave them a few things, but they actually ended up giving me a lot. They actually ended up giving me all the things that I mentioned, so I am super thankful. Thank you so much, Koala brand, for putting everything in. I cannot wait to try everything. So it turns out I will not only be comparing the HTVront and Joyeza with the Koala brand inkjet vinyl sticker paper, which is matte, by the way. I love matte. I don't use gloss, just so you guys know. But I will also be trying, I think that is their sister brand, or they're just, you know, like one big company. It's called A Sub vinyl sticker paper. It's matte white as well. This is 50 sheets, and this is also 50 sheets. So they gave me 50 sheets of this and 50 sheets of the A Sub. So we will be comparing these two with these two sticker papers. And just to show you guys the other things that I ended up getting from Koala brand as well, I got this inkjet printable magnetic sheets. Magnets are like one of the products that I've been thinking that I really want to make more of. I think they would be super cute and fun. And I have like these Cricut printable inkjet magnetic sheets as well, and I don't know why I'm not using it. But this will be for another video where I'm comparing this with the Cricut. So I'm super excited to try these out eventually. But this one is I believe this was the holographic laminate that I mentioned to the contact person from Koala brand. So I don't know how many sheets are in here, but yeah, that is the holographic one. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And it's so well protected too, because they nested this. Oh, there we go. If I flipped it over, this is the matte side and this is the holographic side. So I am super duper excited to try all of these. I will be trying this as well for you guys so you can see what it looks like when it's on like a die cut sticker. I usually just kind of laminate my sticker paper with matte laminate. Currently I use the General Formulations GF402 matte laminate, and I think it feels really nice. It's very smooth and it's very similar to Oracal OraGuard 210 if you've ever had that, but I will be applying this as well. So here we have both the Koala and A Sub sticker paper packages. It's good to know that both boxes come with recommended print settings and a troubleshooting guide in the back to help you out in case you're finding the designs you're printing out doesn't come out right or satisfactory. Both Koala and A Sub have a digital label watermark in the back. Some of you may appreciate this so that it helps you easily tell the difference between the actual sticker paper surface and the back, but some may prefer it to be blank. It's all really up to you and what you prefer. I honestly don't think I have a preference whether the back has something written on it or not. I like to think people pay more attention to what the actual sticker art is, and they end up peeling the back of the sticker anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. I don't think this is going to show up on camera, but as I'm starting to look at all of these 4 sticker papers, I can see that both A Sub and Koala brand paper look the whitest. HTVront is just very slightly more cream in color, and then Joyeza is a little more cream in color in comparison to HTVront. Keep in mind that I'm looking at these papers up close and comparing them next to each other. For the thickness, both Koala and A Sub feel comparable, if not the same in terms of thickness. They're both definitely thicker than the HTVront and much thicker than Joyeza. Joyeza is definitely the thinnest. I wish I could compare their thickness with the QYH sticker paper because that one was pretty thick too. However, the QYH did have a bit more of a plain paper feel or texture on the front, which could have lended to why it looked the dullest in color when I did my comparison back in the other video. Also, I just wanted to show you guys the print settings that I use for all 4 sheets. I am using standard quality but matte photo paper. For the sticker test, I put all of these sticker designs on each of the sheets. So I have this one for HTVront, and then I have one for Koala brand paper and A Sub, as well as one for Joyeza, just so we can compare all of the different colors here. Just so you can see, you know, sometimes the colors might look different if it's like a very blue dominant design or if it's like a yellow dominant design and so forth. And also I really need to restock on all of these stickers anyway. There are a lot more that I need to restock on that I actually wasn't able to fit in this paper, but for the purpose of this test I wanted to keep it the same designs all throughout, so then we can take a look at each of them. So looking at the Koala brand and A Sub sticker papers right off the bat, it seems like they look pretty much identical in terms of color reproduction. They're both really nice and vibrant, and the colors are super crisp, and the artwork is really sharp. Squinting at it really close though, I do see a very tiny difference in the colors of the cat in this no thoughts head empty sticker design, as well as the color of the wooden board in this trying my best sticker design. I don't see anything in the book sticker, but also the color of my cat in the sometimes I think but then I forget sticker looks slightly tanner in the Koala brand paper. It looks like as if those colors mentioned on the Koala brand are slightly darker with a tiny hint of gray compared to A Sub. Again, this is probably not something that the camera will pick up on because the difference is that small, and know that at first glance everything here looked practically identical. Now looking at all 4 sticker papers, I can immediately tell that A Sub and Koala do the best in terms of reproducing really saturated colors. My sticker designs with the purple outline, the pink book outline, as well as the blue outline ones are all really saturated and come closest to what I have on my tablet. The only thing I will say is that I think because they are so saturated, it seems that Koala and A Sub gave the gray part of this cat a more bluish hue, when the original design in my tablet is actually less blue. While this difference is not huge, it's good to point out that I'm able to see this slight difference without having to squint and put it close to my face. On the left we have HTVront and on the right is Koala. Look how much brighter the blue outline is on the Koala. For this test, I am going to be laminating all 4 sheets, and I'm going to be using the General Formulations GF402 matte laminate, which is currently my go-to for all of the matte laminates because I do need to turn these into stickers, but I just want to show it to you before they get laminated because matte laminates tend to kind of make the colors a little more muted, just so that way you can hopefully kind of see the differences a little easier on camera. So here are the different blade forces that I use to cut all of these stickers out. HTVront is my usual go-to at the moment, and I use a force of 55. And Joyeza is thinner, but I just also used 55. I'm sure you could get away with using less. Koala, I assumed adding 10 more units of pressure would do the trick since this is thicker than HTVront. It cut pretty much everything out except for some parts of the book sticker, in which pieces of the back part of the sticker paper weren't cut all the way through. Maybe increasing it to 68 or 70 would help. So when it came time to cutting A Sub, I put it up to 68. There were still parts that didn't come off, and for some reason it's on the same exact sticker like with the koala paper. So maybe taking it up to 70 or higher would help. So I wanted to show you guys the comparison of the individually cut stickers here from Joyeza to HTVront, then Koala and A Sub. I did capture this on a somewhat overcast day, but hopefully the lighting is good enough where you could see the differences or lack of. Now I'm also going to be testing these papers out and how well they do with making sticker sheets. So I know some sticker paper brands like QIH, the one that I tried before, gave me a really hard time when it came to putting the pressure or the force settings to make the right kiss cut. Like no matter how much pressure or how little pressure I put, there was still something wrong and I just couldn't easily peel the stickers off. So we will see how these two fare. For the sticker sheets, I don't normally laminate them because I make them for the purpose of journaling and putting on your planners. So generally the thinner they are, the better it is, so that it doesn't add bulkiness to your notebook or planner or whatever. So I'm not going to be laminating any of these. I'm going to try to record each attempt that I make to get the right pressure settings for the kiss cut so you can see how many tries it takes, and the final settings that I use for making sticker sheets with these papers. I use HTVront as like my daily for restocking stickers and sticker sheets at the moment. I can tell you right now that the pressure that I use for this paper with my Caesar Juliet is 10. But again, the pressure settings that I'm telling you guys can really vary depending on your machine and how far the blade sits within the housing. So I just printed out the first sheets, the test sticker sheets. So we have the Joyeza here, and then we have HTVront here, we have A Sub here, and then Koala right here. But I just want to show you guys, I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of A Sub and HTVront, but I don't know if you can tell. Let me try to bring it closer, but the reds and the pinks here are much, well, not much, but it is noticeably vibrant compared to the HTVront. The background as well, I know it's pretty muted, but I would say this is like grayer or duller, and this one has a bit more saturation to it, which is really incredible. You could probably see the difference in the bears here. This bear is more brown than this bear, which is like darker chocolate color. And then the same thing with this is the HTVront, and then the A Sub is on the right side, but there is more vibrancy to the colors on A Sub than the HTVront, although maybe on camera it looks to be about the same. And then I'm doing a side-by-side comparison between HTVront and Koala brand here as well, and the colors, again, I mean A Sub and Koala brand are practically on par with each other. The same thing carries through. It looks like the colors on Koala are brighter and more saturated looking compared to HTVront. So that is good to know, especially if you are working with like more tinted or duller or darker colors. So I'm going to start first with HTVront since this is already something I am familiar with. And here are my cutting and speed settings. So I have the force of 10 for my cut tool, and then I have the perf force at 36, which will cut around the rectangle. And for a tutorial on how to do this with your Caesar, I recommend you watch my tutorial on how I make sticker sheets, and I will link it in the description below, as well as provide it above on the top right, I think. But I'm gonna go ahead and start and just cut this out. So I managed to cut the HTVront sticker sheets out, and this is what they look like. Temporarily they are curled because my cutting mat is fairly new, so the adhesive is still pretty tacky. If I just leave them alone though, they will flatten out by themselves. I usually just put them under something heavy to help speed up the process, but it cut everything out nicely. As you can see here, this is a test cut, so it's nice and clean. And then I'll do it as well on this one sticker sheet as an example. So pretty nice and clean. So now we are gonna move on to Joyeza. For Joyeza, these are the settings that I'm gonna try. I have not tried cutting the Joyeza sticker paper as kiss cut before, so this is a complete experiment. I do know that Joyeza is thinner than HTVront, so that's why I'm decreasing the force by 2. So the only thing that's changing here is the force of the blue lines. So I'm going to decrease it from 10 to 8, and the perf force is still going to be 36. It doesn't matter if I set it to more than necessary, although it might cut the cutting mat, but that's okay. So yeah, we're just going to try it with these settings and see how it goes. So I have the Joyeza sticker sheets that I just cut out. I will say once you peel them off of the cutting mat, it is much easier for the sheets to kind of just flatten out on their own, not like HTVront. So just some observations here. But now I'm gonna take a look at these and see if it cut it just right for peeling. It looks like putting the force of 8, the kiss cut force, was a good move. It looks like it's a clean cut. Trying to peel off a couple of stickers right now, and they are pretty clean, and it doesn't look like anything is like almost cut through the back as well. I'm just gonna take a look at some of these other sticker sheets just to be sure. This one's clean, this one's clean too. I'm gonna take a look at here, just trying random ones here. This one came right out. This is a clean cut as well. And let's try this lamp. Okay, so it looks like using 8 for the force was a success. So if I use more of the Joyeza paper, I will remember to put a kiss cut force of 8 for these. So next I'm going to move forward with doing A Sub and Koala brand. I think I'll do A Sub first. But this is a little tricky because they are quite thick in comparison to the HTVront. So I'm not exactly sure what force I'm going to be using for these, but again, this is just an experiment, just so you guys can see the different settings that I am trying here. But I think for the first run that I'm gonna try, I'm going to cut the A Sub paper, and I'm going to use the force, the kiss cut force 22, and then perf force of 36. I might keep it there as well and see what happens. So I just cut out the A Sub sticker sheets, and using the force of 22 was too much. As you can see, like, it practically cut out, it cut right through some of these little elements here. And it was very, very tough to peel them off of my cutting mat because that thing is pretty sticky. So I nearly turned them into little die cuts. So I think, I'm not sure if I will dial it back maybe down to like 15 force. But thankfully Koala brand and A Sub are very similar in the thickness, so I'm gonna try 15 and see how it goes. But using the force of 36 to cut around was perfect. I don't know if I could go any lower, but 36 is a number that I don't know, I just always use just to make sure. But yeah, it's a matter of figuring out what force is enough to kiss cut these thick sheets. Here are the Koala sticker sheets, freshly peeled off of my cutting mat. But I think these look better. Just looking at the back, you can tell that it does kind of come close, but not really. So let's see how well they peel. So I'm gonna try this one. Ooh, it looks like it is peeling pretty cleanly. Let's try another one. Okay. All right, this looks good. I'm gonna try this one as well. Okay, nice, clean and crisp lines here. It looks like 15 is the right force to use for this. Of course, these are all unlaminated, by the way, you guys, so just keep that in mind. If you do apply laminate, this is not the force to use. These are just unlaminated, but yeah. Okay, so I guess it's more of the back that is thick, so I didn't have to apply as much pressure to the front. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print another sheet of the A Sub and test it out with the 15 force just to be sure. I just want to make sure that, you know, as similar as they do feel, I need to make sure that the blade will also cut through them the same way. Okay, so I printed out another set of the A Sub sticker sheets, and I also used the force of 15. So let's see how well 15 does for A Sub. Okay, that peeled pretty well. This one seemed to have caught a little bit of the underside. I don't know if you can see, but when I peeled this, I kind of peeled the back part as well, although that was just like a small portion. So I'm gonna continue peeling these other things to see if that happens to these other ones as well. But no, they seem to be peeling off pretty cleanly, just like the Koala brand. And I'm not peeling any of like that back part. Let's see how it is for these other sticker sheets. So once in a while, my Caesar will like drag the blade across for some reason, and I can't pinpoint why that happens, but this is a great example of one of the hiccups that my Caesar does do. However, it is very infrequent compared to the many times that I've used the Caesar, and it's nearing like 1 year with me, so I would say this has only happened a handful of times, not nearly as many times as the Cricut did when I used to use that. But yeah, I just honestly wish I knew why it did that. It only did it to this section right here on this sticker sheet, and not on the other sticker sheets. So yeah, just something to keep in mind if you are considering getting a Caesar, or if you already have a Caesar and you know the answer to that. Maybe you can tell me in the comments below, please and thank you. Okay, so moving on, I'm just trying to peel these other ones to see if they peeled okay, and they all seem like they are so far. So it seems like 15 is the magic number for Koala and A Sub for these ones. So what's the verdict? Do you want the thinnest but still vibrant colors? Then Joyeza is your best bet out of the 4. I feel like it peels the easiest as well, to be honest, if you're making sticker sheets. You can find the edges very easily and you just peel them right off. If you want thick paper or paper with the most vibrant colors, then I would say Koala or A Sub would be your best options. If you couldn't tell the difference between the colors on the Koala and A Sub papers, then either will work great for you. Again, keep in mind that I was comparing these sticker sheets right next to each other, and for some of them, I had to look at the details up close. You wouldn't be doing that on a regular basis. If you want something more in between, paper that's not too thin and not too thick, then HTVront is the best one out of the bunch. Despite looking like it has the most most muted colors out of the 4 brands, you honestly will not be able to tell if you're just working with this paper alone. I think the colors are still really nice and pretty, and it produces great quality stickers and sticker sheets, and it's been easy for me to work with, laminated and unlaminated, so I still like it very much. As an added bonus to the video, I'm going to be applying this rainbow holographic laminate that the company also gave me a sample of, and I'm gonna make some new sticker sheets with it. I'm going to be using the A Sub paper. I figured either way, A Sub or Koala, they have the same cut settings for the sticker sheet, so we're gonna see how the pressure is after applying this rainbow holographic laminate. I've never used this type of holographic laminate before. I usually use those like the dot sparkles or the star holographic laminate. So I'm super excited to see how this feels. Hopefully I'll get the cut settings right and not like screw up the whole sheet. I thought it would be a great time to make this brand new sticker sheet that I have not shown you guys yet. It is actually something that I've been planning for quite some time because I have the intention of opening up my own sticker mail club, hopefully soon-ish. And I decided on the very first theme that I would have for the first month whenever I start it. So you guys are going to get to see firsthand what the design looks like. As far as the date when I'm gonna open my sticker mail club, it's still TBA, but at least you'll get to see the design and decide if you want to join in the future. She is fresh off the printer, but look at how vibrant and colorful this is. Oh my gosh. I have to show you guys what the digital version looks like, but I am just so impressed with the color quality of this. This is A Sub again, by the way, and this is like I said, fresh off the printer, so I have not applied the laminate yet, but we'll see what it looks like after. This is actually what the artwork looks like originally. I know it's probably a little hard to see. I do have a matte screen protector, so that helps with the glare. This is the original, and then this is the printed piece. I really like it. So now let's apply this holographic laminate on it. I'm trying to apply some force with my roller, but I usually also like to go over everything with the squeegee here because I feel like this doesn't get everything and I just like to be extra sure. But this one has kind of like it's smooth, but it makes me feel like I'm dragging this across with a bit of resistance. So I'm just going to flip this over and apply my squeegee like this. So this is what it looks like with the rainbow holographic laminate. Hopefully you can see the holographic part, but this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be using this, my Happy Mail theme, as my very first sticker club theme. And this is something that is going to be exclusive, that I plan to be exclusive for like the sticker club. So this is not going to be you know, published on my shop for anyone to just buy. I think we're gonna try 27 plus 5, so 32, a force of 32, and see how this goes. So overall, it seems like using force 32 to kiss cut the stickers was a good move because everything is very clean and it's not like cutting through the surface, the back surface here. Maybe using a force of over 70 would have done the trick for the outside, because it turns out that most of the rectangles were not cut out properly yet. So maybe like if I upped it to 76 or even 80, if I overshoot it, then it should have no problem cutting through the entire thing. So force of 32 at least for this holographic rainbow laminate, works well with A Sub and most likely will also work with the Koala brand sticker paper. The force is definitely going to vary depending on the type of laminate that you're using. If you're using a specific matte laminate or gloss laminate or even other holographic laminates, they have different thicknesses, so you're going to need to try to experiment with the force. But at least for this laminate, 32 works out perfectly. Overall, my impression of Koala brand and A Sub, honest opinion, I really am impressed by the quality of these papers. I wasn't really sure what to expect because, like I said before in the beginning of the video, I have never worked with this brand before. I've only really ever used online labels. They're matte weatherproof paper, so I was kind of accustomed to the way it felt and its thickness and the way it, you know, the color quality of it. And I thought that HTVront came the closest as far as like the feel and the colors when I did the comparison between HTVront QIH and Joyeza sticker paper. But now that I'm comparing HTVront Joyeza with Koala and A Sub, I do feel like my overall impression is that they are thick, sturdy sticker papers, but unlike QIH, which was thick and yet like the dullest, these are the brightest and most vivid, which I prioritize over everything. Plus, finding the settings to get it to kiss cut was also really easy. Even with this laminate, I was pleasantly surprised to get it right on the first try. So that's a huge plus and a huge difference between using QIH, which frustrated me to no end, and I only ended up using that for die cuts only. I can totally see myself using more of the A Sub and Koala brand sticker papers when I run out of HTVront. But yeah, again, Koala brand did not like give me a script or anything like that. They just asked if I would like to collaborate with them, make a video in exchange for free products, which I was super grateful for. So yeah, I'm really happy that I finally get to try Koala brand and A Sub. I was surprised that I would get to try both because I thought they would only mail me one of the things that I asked for. So again, pleasantly surprised. And also look at the rainbow holographic. It's like subtle, but it's noticeable. But anyway, yeah, hopefully this video helped inform you with making a decision if you are on the market for shopping for new sticker paper brands. And yeah, this video was super fun to make. Thank you so much, Koala, for giving me all of these free sticker paper to try. I will definitely use up my HTVront first, but I look forward to using the rest of the Koala and A Sub papers when I run out. So anyway, thank you so much. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe already if you haven't done so, and I will see you next week. Bye!